Well, I got myself a new game. I got myself a new game. To the moon, to the moon. Got myself a new game. Let's put it in sleep mode. And we should be getting started right about... Hang on. Let me find the clock. Wait, where is it? 30 seconds. About 30 seconds. We should be getting started. I think it's going to open with the trailer. Last minute prediction. I think it's going to open with the trailer. We're going to get the shink and then boom. Who will be our character? So who is fighter number 5? Fighter pass number 5, I mean. Alright, it's time. Should be starting any moment now. Stay alive. Here we go. Oh!
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora Limited.
What's up, Sakurai?
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter.
Yeah, no pre-announcements.
Hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Oh, well.
The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy.
Okay.
Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after
I'm turning my volume up to see.
So, it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time.
Okay, so it
I
won't
think
be.
Even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really?
Okay, he's hyping this up.
So, let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information.
He's really hyping this
However,
up.
even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings.
Oh boy.
Prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly.
Okay.
Now, let's do this.
Alright. So it seems to be a well-known character. Let's find out. Dum dum. Here we go. Who is it? Who is it? Byleth. It's Byleth. Dang. Dang.
Spell of Zaharat upon our enemies.
It's actually Byleth? You're kidding. Wow.
What were you thinking, charging right into
Okay.
As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void.
Wow.
Our hearts and minds will cease to be.
Okay, a lot of people are upset. I already know. There's more, guys. Don't worry. There's definitely more coming from this.
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet...
I guess we should have seen this coming.
Choice. You must join Smash.
Yeah. Huh?
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
We all saw it coming, I guess. Byleth joins Smash House.
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
Yep, there he is. Byleth. There's the three houses members. Wait, he's getting knocked out by the sword fighters. Wait, what?
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Oh, they could.
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
The palette swap. I love how they called out the too many swordsmen bit. Oh, so you get their weapons. Okay.
How is this?
So you get their weapons. Byleth recruits Byleth. Well, that went well.
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics.
So,
Current fire, strike with superior reach.
okay, so Byleth gets the other weapons. That makes him and her a little bit different.
Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught.
Alright, I'm gonna try to up the quality real quick. Hopefully it doesn't kill my stream.
Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction.
Alright. This is crazy. Garrick Mock. So Garrick Mock is the stage.
To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Man! Crossfire Emblem Three Houses. Alright, oh. Doggone it, Sakurai! I hate to say it, but your Fire Emblem boner is showing.
There you have it.
Jeez.
From Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros.
And yet, Rex and Pyra couldn't make
This
it.
release is planned for January 28th.
Okay.
You'll have instant access
So
to
it's
the
next
Super
week.
Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually.
So it's next week.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry.
Your Fire Emblem boner is showing, Sakurai. I can't believe it. They ended with a Nintendo
It's
character.
really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But
It's
when writing it, if you
Oh
don't
my
like Fire
gosh.
Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
oh lord.
The series
I don't know, this
first
is-
launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990.
I said I wouldn't be disappointed because I know there's more coming.
You might be wondering,
But man, this feels like ending on Corrin
well, it's
for the last
technical
game.
that it simulates combat.
This feels like ending on Corrin for the last game.
In a board game. Or in other
It
words,
feels
a game in which you
extremely anticlimactic. It's like you follow up Cloud with Corrin. That doesn't sound right.
When we talk about
You're literally following up Joker, Terry,
lots
all
of ones
these
in which
with
you command tanks,
Byleth.
crafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games.
You've got like 10 Fire Emblem characters in Smash. I think we know how Fire Emblem
Plus,
works.
something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die.
Okay, I gotta see Twitter.
So perhaps
I have to
it's
see
safe
Twitter.
they're sleeping
I have to see how angry people are on Twitter. Saying that.
Really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them again. Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak.
I am ready to
Units
see
would really be gone,
how
so
crazy this
mention
is.
again. Scary. The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly
A lot of people just stop watching.
scenarios. Several characters also appear.
I love how they point out another sword, too many sword fighters.
It's their down special. There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
Oh
Now,
man, this
Fire
is
Emblem
insane.
Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many?
He is too much of a
Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes.
he is
don't
too much of a fan of Fire Emblem, I
Such
promise.
as Sharp FE and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
暗黒竜と光の剣、外伝紋章の謎、聖戦の系譜、トラキア776、封印の剣、劣化の剣、聖魔の功績、
He's trying to name them all in order. Well, there's our 30 minutes, guys.
There you go, 17. So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary. This is 0.
That's nice.
This here, and you get 1, and then you get 2. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16.
Sakurai.
And you get 17.
Sakurai, we don't need your weird counting. We don't need your weird counting.
You can actually count up to 31 on one hand.
We don't need your weird counting patterns.
Both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses?
I don't know. I'm happy. I cannot say I'm excited. Because it was literally the most, like, blanket statement kind of, oh yeah, this character, but there's already so many of these kind of characters from this series. So much of this, so much of that. I don't know.
And you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions.
I don't know.
It's a very sad.
So this is where it would have ended. It would have ended on Byleth from Fire Emblem.
To understand the concept,
it feels like a thud. It feels like it would have ended with a thud. You got hands-on time with it.
With The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
I don't know.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
Yeah.
Before my demonstration,
I'm looking at this tweet.
When I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
So right 2 months in advance.
Actually November.
Wow.
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version.
Okay.
As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
As part of Challenger Pack 5, Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses joins the battle. You have to put the name, because people may not know.
Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are
so they don't walk fast.
Their grab lacks range, but actually, you could say that they're distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I'm glad that he has multiple different weapons.
First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs.
The Sword of the Creator.
The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves.
Okay.
For the up smash attack,
I like that.
Sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
I like that.
For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
Oh, it's the grappling hook, but it has an initial hitbox.
With that attack, and in addition,
it launches you back up. Oh, you can use it again.
Like this.
You can use it again after hitting someone.
That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges.
So it's basically the grappling hook.
Now, for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so.
Forward or back attack.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
It's hilarious. I'm just laughing because it's.
Also, if you add an upward tilt,
I'm just laughing because it's just hilarious.
and if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful.
Alright, so
The
the
shaft
lance.
part is weaker,
That's
so
his
it's not suited
side
to close
smash.
combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward, or
Ah.
downward in this case. Next, the side special move.
Side special. So side smash is the
Swing the lance like
spear.
But again,
The lance.
excellent reach. For
And then-
example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
That's crazy. So it's a lot like what you call it. What's that
Actually, you can
doggone
do a smash attack
thing called?
forward a little.
Oh dang.
Like this.
My frames! My frames! Okay, they drop for like a split
But as
second.
you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful.
And parried too.
Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side
So
edge,
try to hit with the
they
blade.
have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality.
Okay.
So this complements it well.
So basically if you want to attack on the side, you're using the spear.
Now, for the downward inputs.
Yes! Oh, this song is here! I love this song.
Axe called Emir.
Alright.
It's named after
Down
a weapon
smash
that
and down
appears in
special.
Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong.
Do, 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 do,
You can try for a meteor effect with this
do,
attack.
do.
Next,
I love this
the
song
down
though.
smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power.
Yeah, it looks strong,
And
but
for
it's
the down
slow.
special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike.
Okay.
It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Okay, so you have super armor at the start of it.
which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know,
But
you
just one.
execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time.
Wow!
Like this.
Wow!
It's slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed.
Unless you get grabbed. Makes sense.
Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms.
Oh, really?
While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this.
Okay, that's a little messed up.
They won't let you
He's
jump,
banned from
so you can use it as a
Battlefield.
surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents. Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters.
Ooh.
It hits with that much power in a single attack.
Yikes.
Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated...
So he
like this,
legit dies if he gets countered by it.
Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called...
So yeah, this is
which
totally
shares
like
its name
turn-based.
from the Knights of the Round Table.
Fail not!
It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around.
Fail not. Let's go, green deer. Or golden deer. Green deer. Good lord. Golden deer squad.
And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
Huh?
First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful.
So you can only do it
That
at full
said,
charge.
You can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while in the stance.
Okay.
It
Like
works
other...
up until this point, but if you keep holding the button,
Uh-oh.
you unleash
Yikes!
a arrow that looks like a beam of light.
Whoa!
You can perform this move by keeping the button held down.
So do not keep him on one side by himself.
And then fire.
Ooh.
But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it.
Ooh, so if you miss,
see,
you're
a
screwed.
situation like this is pretty terrible.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, reflectors. Yeah, this is 100%
Once you enter the
turn-based.
stance, you won't be able to do anything.
Oh.
It's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon.
That's
Byleth's final
crazy.
slash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original
Progenitor
game, there's a
God
move called
Ruptured
Heaven. This is an enhanced version.
Yep, I remember Ruptured Heaven. It's just a long whip strike.
As you can
Whip
see,
sword
you
strike.
team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the
The
even-numbered
numbered
ones
are female. So male and female.
However, the third
Oh!
are, as you
Wow!
can see, reminiscent of the house leaders.
Wow! I like
Those of you
that.
who played the original game will, of course,
Golden
understand
deer.
what I'm referring to.
Golden deer, golden deer, golden deer.
The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you
Okay.
just saw earlier.
Okay. And then the 7th and 8th?
And the seventh and eighth
Oh!
which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original.
Oh! The
You
thing!
see this variation.
I like that! I like that. Okay. I like it a lot. Okay. Alright, so Garrick Monastery is the new stage.
Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garrick Monastery. This is how Garrick Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace,
In all
reception
fairness,
hall,
though,
bridge, and cathedral, all in one stage.
I'm glad we do get another Fire Emblem stage, because I feel like Arena Ferox is like the best
Let
one,
me introduce each of the guests that appear in
and the
foyer.
ones that we do have are just not representative of the amount of characters we have.
I think this is where a lot of
So I'm glad we
people
get this
shop.
at least.
The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri was the king. He had quite the difficulty.
He's gonna go through the characters. Oh, jeez!
He's an unfortunate one.
Whoa, my stream died for a second. What happened there?
In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them.
Cool!
If you do break them,
my armor!
The stage will expand to the left and right. I wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
It's your fault!
And in the background,
don't break the shops!
You often pass through
the gatekeeper!
3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible.
Nothing to report.
Various platforms. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. We've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military...
Oh yeah, remember when people misunderstood Reggie Fils-Aimé's quote about there being new
depending on the path you take,
characters being new to Smash being implemented. A lot of people were like, "Oh, that means series that haven't been represented in Smash." Nope. It just means new characters. It's literally PR speak. He was saying something we all already knew.
Reach it, even though it's their stage. You can
wise up to PR speak, ladies and gentlemen.
So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up.
Wise up to PR speak.
As a stepping stone. There we go. I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so. Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed.
Yep, the bridge.
It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance. Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members.
Yay, Golden Deer!
Sharpest of the bunch.
That's my group right there.
Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap.
Ha!
The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly. The last area is the Cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the Cathedral are Sedith, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Sedith, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flayn. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flayn might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these...
Because I haven't gotten that far. I've gotten far, but not that far.
Some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes. Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike.
Alright, Squad Strike with the DLC.
Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side.
Too many Fire Emblems!
Here we go, Joker.
Alright, I'm kidding.
Joker!
You jerk!
And Hero!
Wow! What are you doing?
Really made a lot, huh? Banjo!
You really did make
Now,
it.
I think you know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm aware. Thank you,
Basically,
Sakurai.
to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here.
I wonder how that's
As
gonna go.
expected, It's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
Basically, item
It's not
play.
gonna land that easily.
Uh,
Uh-oh, this is...
Yeah, you're fighting a losing battle here.
I better keep my distance.
I think you're fighting a losing battle.
I'll use this chance to attack.
Nice hit.
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here.
Not anymore.
Lots of explosives. Ouch. Perfect shielded that, huh? Good one.
Good lord. You're gonna lose.
Like this.
I love it if he lose,
No,
and then
there.
and then it's just like, okay, reset. We're doing this all over again. Assist. It's Mother Brain.
Good. There's Mom.
Don't call her mom. Good lord.
You're in a good spot, Mom.
Thanks. Thanks, son.
I shouldn't have taken that.
Yeah, well,
Gardevoir.
you know what? It happens.
Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not.
Yep. Glad you know what all the items do. A lot of other people don't.
This smash ball. See? They got it.
Watch
Doesn't
out.
give up.
Oh, nice.
I can't waste the chance.
Woo! That's nice. I like that.
There's another smash ball. Yes, got it. Now, what are you
All right.
charging up for?
He's an idiot, clearly. Or it's an idiot. That did
Still
damage.
Whack.
You might want to...
Go on. You can take the hammer, but it's mine.
Yeah,
Although
it...
I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
I don't think he was smart enough for that.
I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won.
Look, he takes the dub where he can get it.
It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
Alright, the songs.
Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series,
Alright,
we'll
I'm
be
checking
adding
out
each
another
of the
video.
tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you enjoy
Alright,
these as well.
cool. 11 tracks. And then new things on the thing.
We're also
Oh, Edge of
adding
Dawn,
a
I
new
love it.
spirit board.
So that explains why Fire Emblem
It
Spirits
includes the
haven't
house
come at
members
all.
among some of the other popular characters.
That explains why Three Houses Spirits hadn't come at all. Ugh.
Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new Classic Mode route, a Heroic Legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history.
Heroic Legacy. So basically,
Final battle is
Fire.
against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Okay! Something amusing.
Now for
I'm
the Mii
excited.
Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Alright, let's look at the Mii's. Ooh. Whoa! Ezio! Or Altair. That's right. Altair. Oh, snap! So wait, do you have an Ezio costume then? No, but the rabbits. Wow, a rabbit hat. Why all the Ubisoft love all of a sudden? Mega Man X. Why were there two Ubisoft costumes? Were they gonna have a Ubisoft character? I don't know. I'm speculating too much. Ooh, Battle Network. Let's go, .exe. Oh, Cuphead! Nice! Cuphead! So there's our Sans Like Me costume. And it includes the Cuphead music track. Why is it always the gunner? I just realized, why is it always the me gunner? That's crazy. Is that it? That's it. But why is it always the me gunner? Poor me gunner. If me gunner had a personality, man, she'd hate being palette swapped all the time between Sans and now Cuphead.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's a theme that plays
from Cagney
Carnation.
Yep. It's my favorite song in it's my favorite song in the game, so that's fine.
After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
Sweet.
And now, onto the amiibo.
Now for amiibo. Richter and Dark Samus.
The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yep.
Dark Samus and
It's
Richter
available
are
tomorrow.
planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
5 fighters will join the fight.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth.
Alright.
From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Alright. So bringing in new, different kinds of play styles.
Mechanics weren't there.
Yep. Magic meter,
When
crit,
we add a new fighter, we don't simply
Wonder
make their
Wing,
attacks or their movements a little
fighting
different.
game, go
Instead, we
go
try to
sauce.
offer you a whole new style of play.
Different weapons for different abilities.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well,
What?
have a look.
What? What? Even more fighters in develop. What? A new fighter pass! An entirely new pass and a 6. Oh, Sakurai, really?
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
You're
For
crazy!
this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
By
Fighter
2021, we're gonna be playing this game forever.
on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
Okay.
Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
Uh-huh. I get it.
But I still hope you'll look forward to it.
Okay, this is a good chance to get a lot of characters
Including
in.
a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Oh!
Last time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have.
Oh? What you got? There's a Breath of the Wild Link.
It's
Oh, a
Mii
Guardian
For
costume.
Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay, cool.
This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
That's cool. I'm okay with that. Doo-doo-doo. Lastly,
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
wow.
Personally, I don't know if it
Yep.
counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Oh, he's about to end this whole
Seems like Street
discussion.
Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has
He's about to end this whole discussion once and for all.
However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely.
Celebration of gaming
Also,
itself. Yep.
I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
Clearly. We figured that.
The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there would be more DLC. Which means no breaks for me.
Nope. Apparently not.
Working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us.
No problem.
That's it. Thank you.
Alright. And they didn't tease the next character, but we are getting 6 characters in the next Fighter Pass. So that's amazing. I don't know. I can't be mad if there's 6 other characters coming. I cannot be mad if there are 6 more characters coming. And now it feels like everyone's on the table. So like you said before, don't spam Twitter or anything about your requests or what have you. Yeah, shift gears. So do I understand why people would be upset? Of course. I totally understand why people would be upset. Because, you know, at the end of the day, regardless of if we're getting more characters or not, it was a Fire Emblem character. It was just a Fire Emblem character. So, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to play as him, but it's not going to bring me back into Smash like for a long time or anything like that. And I'm hoping, I know that he's basically doing this. Did you guys see that tag on the bottom? He's doing more characters until December 31st, 2021. He's literally going throughout the next year, this year and into the next year, with these 6 extra characters. I don't know. I definitely think we have a good shot of getting characters that were previously, like, you know, off the table. Or seemed previously off the table. So, like, what's her name? Rex and Pyra, Springman, Waluigi, Bomberman. There's a chance we could get those characters. I think Mii costumes and spirits are on the table, but anything else, though, I don't know. I'm just going to say that everyone's on the table.